Hey Vince, how are you? Hey Lori, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, let me shut this door. Remember I did that a long time ago in Mexico. I had a messy back room and I had the door wide open for everyone to see. Hey Debbie, hey Carolyn, how are all of you tonight? Thank you so much for being here in my kitchen with me. I am Andrea Cox, AndreaCox.com and the DETOXintuitive.com. The Detox Intuitive on YouTube and Andrea Cox TV on YouTube. Go over there and subscribe to Andrea Cox TV. 4 million views over there and almost, I think I counted 600 raw vegan recipe videos. Wow, I don't even remember doing all those. You know, I was just having fun. I am so happy that you guys are here with me tonight because I just picked some vegetables from my garden and I will prove they are from my garden. Nice and dirty, right? Nice and dirty. Some radishes, some squash blossoms. Look at the little baby squash. Some beautiful Swiss chard and some baby kale. And what I thought I would teach all of you tonight is how I wash my vegetables. Now, here's why this is vitally important, folks. You know, with all the stuff going around in the world and, you know, don't even get me started. It's vitally important for us now more than ever to be careful to wash our vegetables, not just from our garden, but also that we get from the grocery store. Now, why is that? Well, you have to imagine, you know, a lot of things are shipped in depending on what part of the world you're in. You know, if you're somewhere like, oh gosh, where doesn't get good produce this time of year, like Indiana or something like that, you know, your produce is being handled by quite a few people, right? So you want to make sure when you get your vegetables home, especially your greens that you eat in salads and things like that, that you wash them accordingly, right? So what I've got here, I'm going to share my vegetables with you, but I am just going to fill my sink. Now, I want you guys to note that my water is purified. I'm going to rinse out the sink first. Now, if my water was not purified, I would use spring water. Why? Because you want to use good water. Okay, so we're going to wash that out. And then I'm just going to use the handy dandy stopper right here. I'm going to plug that up. And then what I'm going to use, folks, while that fills, I'm just going to fill it to about 4 inches of water. I'm gonna add this apple cider vinegar. Now this is Bragg's. Oh, you guys, I almost forgot. Hit the like button and the thumbs up button and tell me where you're tuning in from. I can't even believe I forgot that, right? So tell me where you're tuning in from. So I'm just gonna add a little Bragg's apple cider vinegar. This is the raw apple cider vinegar. And as the sink fills up, I'm gonna add about half a cup of apple cider vinegar. Should do it. You don't want your vegetables to taste like vinegar, right? So don't add too much. And then what I'm going to do, folks, is one by one, I've got an ice bath next to that, right? So we've got the apple cider vinegar in water, in purified water, and then I've got an ice bath. Now, what is the purpose of the ice bath, you might ask? The purpose of the ice bath is to keep your greens nice and crispy. So these are squash greens, which I'm going to use in my salad. Put those there. I'm going to take these radishes, including the radish greens, because we want to eat the radish greens because they're super high in magnesium, zinc, iron. Okay, so pull off any, you know, stragglers. I call these stragglers, leaves, things of that nature. I'm gonna put those in there like so. Got some more radishes. I gotta tell you, I have enough radishes to cure everyone's thyroid. Radishes are really good for the thyroid gland, and I think I grew radishes to feed a free world. So maybe that's why I'm so full of energy lately. Now the squash blossoms I'm gonna leave out because they look perfect. I checked them for little bugs and they tend to get wilted. And I feel like we eat with our eyes, right? So I don't want to, have wilted squash blossoms. Now look at these. These are this is so gorgeous. This is baby kale. I'm gonna show you my baby kale. Put those in there and look at this. This is the gorgeous, gorgeous Swiss chard. All from the garden, all organic, grown without pesticides. So what I'm gonna do, folks, I'm just gonna put the rest of this in there and you can see the dirt on the bottom. Now the dirt, I'm gonna take my handy dandy compost bin and I'm just gonna put the dirt in here, right? I have a cantaloupe that's half rotted in here. I have some dirt in here. I have an apple that I took a bite out of in here. I have scraps in here. I have all kinds of goodness in here. And I just kind of let this ferment on my counter pretty much the whole entire week. And yeah, that's what I do, right? I learned to compost from my grandma Lagolda. She composted everything from eggshells to dead animals, whatever she could find, she would throw in that compost. So I really had a watchful eye, right, for her and what she did. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my hand, because our hands are the best tools, and I'm just gonna kind of move this around in here, like so. And the water is totally black. Add a little more water to our ice bath over here. It's kind of like the Wim Hof method, right? Only for vegetables. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick the whole entire thing up. I'm gonna put them in our ice bath, like so. Wow, and the water is black. I wanna show you what the water looks like from our vegetables. I'm just gonna get a cup. Look how dirty the water is. See how muddy and dirty the water is? So that's, microbes and crap that you don't want to eat on your dinner salad, right? You want to rinse them off. So I'm going to transfer these into one of my bowls. And just pull them out of the ice bath. And they're perfectly clean, you can see. Perfect, right? No dirt, no grime, no yucky stuff, right? Just perfect vegetables. Now, why do we grow our own food? Well, because obviously there's a food shortage going on, right? And we really can't trust our government, right? We can't trust the people that are growing our food anymore. We learn more and more each day of what is actually going in our food. And you guys know the whole Roundup thing, right? There was a huge lawsuit. So growing your own food like this is a beautiful way to nourish yourself, nourish your pets, nourish your family in a way that you know exactly what has gone into your food. No one else is messing with your food but you, right? So I'll make a huge avocado salad out of this, and any of the scraps will go in the handy dandy compost bin. The compost bin just sits right here in the back burner, and I like to put it on the back burner because it kind of keeps it warm. I lined it with charcoal so it doesn't smell bad. And then at the end of the week, I'll dump that compost into my soil and I'll cover it up. And that'll serve for fresh soil for my garden. So it's really sustainable living, right? It's using everything that we have and not wasting. So do you guys have any questions? Hey, Kathy, tell me where you're tuning in from. Thank you for all the likes, you guys. Thank you for all the hearts. Feel free to hit the share button. So let's go over what I have here. And you can post your questions and your comments below. This might be the last week I do Facebook Lives. Some of you are like, happy dance, but yeah, it might be. So we have radishes here, and don't forget to eat your radish greens in your salad. I have got squash greens right here. I've got squash blossoms I have lovely Swiss chard. Hey Jacob, how are you? More greens, tons of radishes. Have some purple potatoes, but more radishes. And then the rest of this is pretty much kale, folks. Lot of baby kale. Lot of baby kale. So that's what I'm growing in my garden. I have a lot of New Zealand spinach. There's a pomegranate tree that's beautiful. What else? Potatoes. Tomato season's over. I have yellow squash, kombucha squash, green squash. What else is there? New Zealand spinach, baby kale, lacinato kale, garlic, a little bit of weed, you know, I mean, whatever. Oh, I might be leaving. Thank you, Crystal, for the compliment. Hey, Patricia, welcome. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, I may not, but YouTube, the difference between YouTube and Facebook is YouTube actually pays me to do videos. Facebook does not. So if you're going to miss me, all of you on here, hop on over to Andrea Cox TV right now. Hit the subscribe button and you can watch me over there, and I'll be going live just like I do here, only over there. So it'll be different. It's also going to be a different setup because I'm going to have someone helping me, so it won't be so like, you know, this is sitting on like a sculpture and, you know, I've got this like styrofoam thing hanging. Yeah, it's really unprofessional. So I need a little help in that department. Hey, Jimmy, welcome. You guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Join me tomorrow right here for Wednesday's Wisdom. I'm going to try to come on around 3:33 on the nose. And yeah, get your clean vegetables going on. Now, the reason I use raw apple cider vinegar and not regular apple cider vinegar is because this kills like little microbes and things. It really scrubs them clean. You just have to do that and dip them in the ice bath and put them in a bowl, and that's really all you need to do. It's a very simple way, it's a very inexpensive way of cleaning your fruits and vegetables, whether they're from the grocery store or whether they're from the garden like mine are. It's just a quick and simple and easy way. Do me a favor, you guys, as I log off of here, continue asking your questions, posting your comments, hit the share button, and yeah, tell me why I should stay. Should I stay doing Facebook Live here, or should I move on over to Andrea Cox TV? Let me know in the comment section below. I will see you mañana, tomorrow. Hello, Brian back. Okay, be well. Bye-bye.